Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, you are going to have Micha. Micha is from Frankfurt in Germany. So let's see what Micha has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello Micha, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I've had a quite, I would say, kind of boring day, but
Tell
was
me
at my
some
client's place.
tell me what was the highlight of your day today? Tell me something that somehow you made you think about something or somehow brought you somewhere. Tell me a little bit about a situation in your day today.
Oh, actually, I didn't have a highlight today because I was just like, I was at my client's place. I was working, then I came back home. I just sat on my sofa and did nothing. So it was not that, there was nothing really like a highlight or something.
I see. And so tell me, what do you do for work, for living?
I'm a self-employed photographer and web designer.
Wow. So walk me through a little bit more about your career, how everything started.
Oh my God. I'm actually like I did an apprenticeship as a car salesman. Um, and then I came into a like radio station where I sold adverts in
Okay.
radio. Um, and from there I came into a company which was selling like decoration stuff, and I was doing the marketing in the back office and the disposition and the buying and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And after that, I was like 5 month online marketing manager, like SEO and stuff. But I was,
Uh-huh.
well, quite a bit boring to be honest. And then I made a further education as a web designer because I was doing it before as well, like beside the job.
Okay.
Um, and became completely self-employed this year. So I
Wow.
was like a photographer since like officially since 2019,
Okay.
and yeah, now I'm fully self-employed.
Amazing. And tell me, where are you from, Misha?
I'm from Germany,
Okay. Where's about?
Frankfurt, like kind of the
Uh-huh.
center, I would say.
Okay. So tell me, what's the best part of living Frankfurt in Germany, in your opinion?
Well, I think Frankfurt is very beautiful, actually. I don't know, have you ever been there?
Yes, I have. A long time ago, a few years ago, I've been there.
2 years.
A few years ago. A few
A
years
few
ago.
years. Okay.
Yeah.
It's quite beautiful because you have that, I know, I would say like city life,
Yeah.
but also you have, the city is very green actually, and you have a lot to discover. It's quite small though, so it's not like London or Berlin or I don't know, Barcelona or something. But I mean, it has advantages and disadvantages for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah.
But I still like the vibe of it. It's a bit different to other like very big cities. For example, what I hate about London is that you always need hours to get somewhere. Oh, it's so exhausting. Like you spend the most of the day with going somewhere.
Yeah.
On the other side, you have, of course, a lot of people, especially in the gay scene, of course.
Mhm. It's interesting. You just made me remember now. You posted. You were in London, I think, a few weeks ago, and you posted that you missed the Abo Voyage concert, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my God!" I've been like I think last year, and I was like, I could feel your pain. I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he came all the way here and he missed it." I was like, "So what did happen? What you couldn't see it? They canceled the show or?"
Uh, no. So I've had tickets for Thursday night, like for Thursday in the evening,
Right.
and I think I had a plane at 10 or 11 or something, like quite early in the morning.
Okay.
Um, I went to the airport, everything was fine. I was going to the gate, and it was actually also on the screen, so everything was all right. But then it was like canceled somehow, why ever. I didn't know why. And then it turned out that there were like climate activists who glued themselves on a landing thing. And that was
Yes.
the reason actually. So I was able, and I was very happy at that moment. I was happy that I was able to rebook another flight at, I think, 2 or 3. So
Okay.
I mean, it would be quite a bit more stressful then,
Yeah.
but it was still possible to see it. But at the end, I came back to the airport, and that one was canceled as well.
Oh my
So I
God.
was like, I was so sad, really, because that was actually the reason why I went to London. I mean, I also met a friend or a few friends, which was very fine. We had a great time together, for real. But still, like the main thing was ABBA Voyage.
Oh my
My
God.
mother is a big ABBA fan, and I grew up with it. And plus, I'm gay, so it's the double effect on ABBA, I guess.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's the story.
I just hope this interview gets to any one of those producers of Abba Voyage or anyone in particular, and they go like, you know what? I'm gonna contact him now, and I'm gonna make him, somehow come to London again for the show. You're gonna have a
Well,
VIP.
I'm sure I will come back. So, I have friends there and stuff. Yeah, I will see. My mother actually wanted to go there as well, but not sure if that's going to happen. We will see.
Yeah, it just didn't meant to be. For some reason, it just wasn't there. For some reason. Misha,
Yeah,
are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
let's try it.
Amazing. Welcome to William in the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend. Full of random fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song just for us to relax before the first question. All right?
Okay.
Let's do it. Right, so before we start the game, during the interview, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Absolutely.
First question for you is, do you think your priorities have changed since you were younger?
My priorities. I mean, for sure. I think they change all the time, I guess, right? Um, I would say it's pretty like normal that it changes in an adult life. I don't know,
Yeah.
like uh, after changes in your life, actually, like you might have other priorities if you have a new job, or if you had a breakup, or if you move to another place and stuff. I think that's like it's linked to that. And actually, I think like you kind of have the same priorities as a child, maybe,
Mhm.
like till you get, I don't know, adult. So they're staying the same quiet, and later it's more like changing a lot, I think.
And how was the best joy or the best part of growing up in Frankfurt, in your opinion?
Well, I didn't grow up here, but just like 45 minutes from here. What
Okay.
was the best part? Well, I think we grew up without a smartphone.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like when I think back to it, it was just amazing. You
Yeah.
were driving with your bike through the village, and you were meeting other friends, or I don't know, people you knew everyone there, and you just had a good time, and you were inventing games, which
Mm-hmm.
I think kids don't do anymore, which is sad actually. And if they
Absolutely.
want, if they should be quiet or something, they just get their phone or iPad or whatever and do with it. Like I see it so many times as a photographer, like when I'm doing kids or families or stuff. Like I get out my smartphone and type something in YouTube, like Peppa Pig or something, and it works, and that's crazy. Like I don't know. So yeah.
And do you have siblings as well, brother and sisters, or no?
Yes, I'm the youngest. We were three.
Wow.
One died when he was 24,
Okay.
and the other one is 5 years older than me. So we were like 5 years, 5 years.
Oh, wow. And which person in your family right now you feel more connected with or more close to?
It's probably my mother, but I think that's normal. I think you always have like a better connection to your mother than to your siblings, maybe. I have a very, very good connection to my brother as well, but he lives
Mhm.
like, well, far is not really far, but he lives like an hour away. And before we were meeting like more often and stuff. But since I'm in Frankfurt and he's like more on the countryside, it became quite more difficult. But I have a very good connection to my mother. Like we've been on Pride in Hamburg some weeks or a month or something ago, which
Uh-huh.
was very funny. Also very exhausting, to be honest, because we also everyone thinks I'm crazy when I say this, but we also shared a room. Um, and it was funny, but I mean, I have to say, on the last day when she was then here again in my apartment, I was just like, go, go.
Okay, let's see now that your mom is watching this interview right now and you have a moment, an opportunity to send her a message. What would you say?
Actually, she knows everything I would say, so it's not like we're very close. We don't have secrets of each other or something. Sometimes I think she's telling me a bit too much, and she probably thinks the same. Um, so no, she's just beautiful. She's just a beautiful human being. She's always smiling, and
Uh-huh.
she had a lot to go through. You know,
Mhm.
her son died when he was like 24, and her husband died when he was 50, 54 or something.
Wow.
So that's hard to digest. And she's still smiling all the time, every day. She has such a life energy. So beautiful to see. So
Wow.
but she knows that. I tell her that it's nothing new.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, very strong woman for sure. My God, to go through all those situations and still smiling, still spreading, good vibes. Yeah, it's a kind for sure, type of a kind.
Absolutely.
Next question, let's do it. Hey, Misha, next question is, what is the nicest thing a family member has ever done for you?
That's
Could be
so hard, to be honest. Like there's so much.
one of the latest things.
I can't point it to one thing actually.
Yeah. And tell me, okay, so tell me, what's the meaning of family for you? The word family. What do you think about that? What's the meaning for you?
Well, the thing is, I think you can say whatever you want, but it's still staying family.
Mhm.
So you can have bad times, but you will find together again. Or it's like, I don't know, it's like a lifetime friendship, kind of. So you're always kind of there for each other. Like when I say kind of means that you have fights sometimes, but if it's coming to a point where it's necessary, you'll be there. And this
Yeah,
is like family to me.
amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Misha, before the next question, tell me what's the biggest joy of being a photographer? What do you like the most about it? And the flip side, what's the most challenging part about your career?
Um, I just love faces and expressions, and I think, or actually mostly eyes. Like I think I'm very. I think if you see my photos, you see that the eyes are the most important, or the eyes are that what I'm focusing on. And I never understood why, but I feel like it's telling a story. If you can see someone's eyes, and it feels like it's giving you something, like I don't know, you see the emotion, or you can feel the person, and it depends on the picture for sure,
Yeah.
but still, I don't know, it's like very deep, and I can lose myself in it all the time. um that's probably mostly it, but also like I love to, that sounds tacky actually, but I love to capture the moment. Like for example, on weddings or stuff, there's sometimes pictures you would never remember that it happened because it was just like a second or something. But to capture that and to give it to the wedding couple or something, that's it's incredible, because they don't even know it. They see the picture at the end, and they're like, wow. And that's like, I don't know, I love that.
And the flip side, the most challenging part or the negative part of being a photographer.
um I think, for example, I could probably not be self-employed 100% with the photography,
Okay.
which is actually fine for me because I have like other stuff to do then, and it's staying like diverse and stuff.
Yeah.
But nowadays the competition is quite tough. So
Mhm.
I'm not the most expensive photographer here, but still there are like very cheap ones, and people regret it most of the time that they like booked it. But that's exactly the difference, you know. I have experience for years now,
Mhm.
for actually like, I don't know, 9 years or something. And others just like started 1 year ago, then they bought an expensive camera, and then they think they're a photographer. It doesn't work like this.
I see. Yeah, I think the marketing, I think nowadays, photographers and photography is very popular. People love that. There is, I think, because of social media as well. A lot of people expose their arts over there. I think.
It's mostly because like cameras and stuff, and like digital cameras are quite affordable right now.
Yeah,
I mean, it depends on the quality, of course, but still, I think that's the most reason. And I actually can't complain because I started this like the same. But for me, it was a hobby for such a long time, and I did stuff, and then I realized, okay, people are requesting, and I don't want to do that anymore for free. And so I started my business, and then I said, like, okay, I can't take pictures of your aunt's uncle,
I see.
um, because it's not a hobby anymore. So I expanded it to my business, and that was fine.
I see. Okay. Next question for you is, what was the last thing that made you smile genuinely?
Smile.
Yeah, the last thing that made you smile.
Um, I saw a reel that was just so hilarious today. Um, it was so it was just a girl reading very very stupid jokes, and that works for me. Like I have such a bad humor that I really almost cried in a train. It was so funny. Yeah. Like humor is a very important thing for me. I
And
probably have it from my mother.
and when you think about yourself, when you analyze yourself, what's the biggest joy of being Misha? What do you like the most about being you?
um, I'm actually super. I am hilarious, actually.
Uh-huh.
No, I think I'm just very open. So
Hmm.
there's nothing. If I meet you today on the street, I will probably tell you my complete life story. Like,
Right.
I don't know. I'm not ashamed of telling stuff to people, and sometimes it can be a bit too much, and people think it's weird maybe. But I learned that it's a gift
Hmm.
to be open like that. And
Really?
actually, no one ever abused it. But how should you? Like, how should someone abuse the stuff someone tells everyone? You know,
Yeah.
I'm really open. There's nothing I wouldn't tell you probably.
What's your star sign or astrology?
I'm Libra.
Libra. Okay, interesting.
I have on the 24th of September.
I see. Okay. Next question. Let's do it. My God, your birthday is soon then. It's coming soon.
Really.
Do you like celebrating birthdays or for you it's just a normal day?
What I do like about it is that you see like all your friends together. Like usually, I don't know if I do it this year, but I enjoy it. Yeah, I think everyone likes attention, even if um, a lot of people are not, I would say, accepting it.
Mhm.
But I think we all do like attention. Let's be honest.
And aging for you is something that it bothers you or for you is just a matter of life?
Absolutely not. No, I think I think mentally I'm older actually. And I'm very fine with that. Like I was never when I was in my 20s, everyone was like guessing I was in my 30s and stuff, which was totally fine. And still today, if someone tells me there was lately a guy on Grindr, he said like, "Oh, you're lying. You're 38, not 32." And I'm like, "Okay, well then, go on." Yeah. But I really like if I would be like I enjoy my 30s like crazy. I think
Mhm.
it's the best part right now. People tell me the 40s are the best. So I mean, what do I have to fear about?
Amazing. Great. Next question is what three things are you most grateful for?
I think it's so boring. I think for my family, to be honest, or for my education and stuff,
Mhm.
it made me to who I am, and for my lifestyle I can live. I mean, I'm not rich, but I'm not poor as well. So I think that's something you should be grateful for, or for my health.
What's the meaning of life for you?
The meaning of life, that's
Yeah.
very deep. Um, to enjoy.
Mhm.
That's it. Like enjoy every day, do the best out of every day, try it at least. I'm probably not doing it as well, and I have my downs.
Mhm.
Um, but all in all, I think I'm a very like happy person, very communicative, and I think like my mother, like always smiling, always funny.
As you, it's funny because it's interesting. You mentioned a lot about your mother. Yeah, I can see the good connections you guys have.
To
I
be
think it's
fair, you were asking family questions all the time, and I
I,
just have my mother and my brother. So
no, I love it. I say it's the magic box. I think I love it about
yeah,
it. You know, the questions are all mixed up, and I think it meant to be for you. Saying that, there is any difference between you and your mom, or you are you have a lot of similarity that you don't see any difference.
I am gay, for example. My mother isn't. um, there are some like my. I am very stingy about money sometimes. I mean, it depends. Like if I go out and want to invite my friends, I'm not. But if I like buy clothes or stuff and something is like, I don't know, I'm very crazy about that. I don't know, a shirt is like I don't even want to say that actually. A shirt's like 40 or something, I would be like, nah, no, that's too expensive for me. Something like that. I could afford it, but I don't want it. I just don't see it, you know? Just because there's a logo of Adidas on it or something, nah, that's not me.
Your mom should go for it.
My mother is like exactly the opposite, actually. And
Right.
if I go shopping with her, I will definitely go out with more than I actually would have done alone. So
I
she's encouraging me. She's like, yeah, but you can always need that. So just buy it, something like that. And she's kind of, she's like a fashion queen, I would say. She's always buying stuff. She has always new stuff, 1,000 pairs of shoes, new dresses every week, something like that. I mean, that's maybe a bit over the top, but that's our difference, I guess. And what else? I sing better than her, I guess. That's probably it. Maybe I'm a bit more brave. I'm not sure if she would ever had if she would have ever gone into that self-employment stuff. But that's
see.
hard to say because like if you're having a husband and stuff, it's kind of different, I guess. So
Absolutely. Good. 3 questions left. Let's do it. Before the next question, you mentioned about your family. You've been a very open-minded person. You've always been. How was for you growing up as a gay boy back in your hometown? In Germany. Did you have the support of your family? It was tricky for you. Tell me a little bit about it.
I always tell people when they ask me that it was so easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've had my coming out when I was 14.
Wow.
So that was pretty early. And I thought about that before, but I thought like, okay, I have to have sex with a man to know that I want that. Um, and well, it was good. Um, I told my friends and stuff, and then I went to my mother, but she was, of course, not very happy. And she said, like, it's just a phase,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine so far. So I was doing it like still um, secretly.
Okay.
Then I had my first boyfriend, and he was actually 12 years older or something, and
Right.
they loved him. So everything was fine by then. I never had issues with in the school or something because I had like a group of friends, like still my best friends today. One was a footballer, the other one was a handballer, and the other one a footballer as well. So they
Mm-hmm.
always were in my back, and with that, like nothing could happen to me. It was so easy for me, but I'm sure it was not for everyone. Um, Also, never happened to me in Frankfurt that someone like when I was holding a man or something, no one ever get in touch with me or like try to, I don't know, punch me or something. It was super easy. It was really like, I don't know.
Do you think deep inside, when you told your mom, do you think she knew it already somehow or not? Was a little surprise for her.
Um, she was, she said she was asking before. That's always the same. Like when I tell her, well, you thought it was a phase, she
Uh-huh.
always says like, yeah, but I asked you before. And it was like, yeah, mom, but with like 11 or 12, I didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
Something like that. But she asked me. I'm not sure if she just wants to get sure of she if she really knew it. I don't know.
I
Like I'm
see.
sure I had my gay signs or something. I can remember like 2 or 3 situations in my childhood where they were actually accurate. Okay.
Amazing. Next question, needs. Would you ever get a tattoo? and what that would be?
Well, if I say no. So I always wanted to get a tattoo, and I always wanted it to be meaningful and stuff with my father and my brother and stuff, and with life in general, or with my
Mhm.
grandmother. But now, I don't know, it's like there's so many people having tattoos, and you're nowadays you're kind of more special if you don't have a tattoo, actually. So that's where I am right now, but I can't tell it for the future. Maybe not. I was doing something with wings because, like, Michael is the name of the archangel. Um, yeah, but I made a design once, but it was not good, to be honest.
Okay. 2 questions left. Let's do it. Next question for you is, describe yourself in one positive word and one negative word only.
Whew. Um, I would say overthinking is the negative one because it can be quite exhausting for someone who's close to me.
Yes.
But also caring, which is kind of linked to it, to be honest. That's funny. Like, if someone is important for me, I care a lot and I do a lot and I try to, I don't know, make them happy. Yeah, I think so. But I'm also like very open. Maybe that's the better one
I see.
because you always know what you get with me. If I am not happy with a situation or if I'm not happy with you or something, I tell you. There's no secrets, there is not behind something. I will just tell you that that was shit and I'm not feeling good with it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's better. I'm not sure. One of these.
Amazing. Okay. Next question is, talking about, people. What's the worst thing someone can say on a first date?
Well, maybe not say, but if I get behind that he's taking drugs, he's out.
Wow. And one person to go on a date with you, what this person must have?
Must have.
Yeah, or must be, or what's something about this person that gets your attention?
Okay, I have this like really weird thing about the heat. Um, it should not be too short for me. I don't know why. That's very in my brain probably. My best friend is like really he thinks I'm crazy because of that. Um, and the other thing which is like very important to me is being yourself and being humorous. I don't like this. There's sometimes people you meet and it feels like they try to be someone else,
Mm-hmm.
and that's so exhausting for me. I don't know why, but that's like I know why, but that's like the worst thing you could do, or I don't know. And like as I said before, like humor is so much on my top list that should be definitely included somehow. Like we can have different kind of humors, I guess, or different types, but I need that in my life.
And how is the, in your opinion, the gay scene in Frankfurt? I do feel like, it's easy to, have a relationship, a romantic relationship, or, big cities with a lot of people, a lot of, opportunities, and the gay scene can be, you know what I mean? Like a lot of, people, guys, and, there are a lot of choices or people get distracted. How do you see in Frankfurt regarding that?
This is actually funny because this is what I told before about like Berlin or London, because a lot of people tell me it's so hard to even make like friendships or stuff in Berlin or in London.
Hmm.
And even worse is like relationships or stuff, because everything is very artificial, it's very on the surface.
Yeah.
And here in Frankfurt it's actually very easy, to be honest, in my opinion, but it's
Uh-huh.
hard to like, you know, if you have friends it's easier to get more or something. But I feel like as it's such a like smaller community,
Hmm.
it's kind of easier, and people are not like very like this, you know. They're
Right.
like grounded a bit, and we're a bit like a village, to be honest.
I see.
So also that everyone knows each other, and that makes it also easier to come together, kind of,
Hmm.
I think. Um, but maybe I just speak for myself. I don't know, actually. It's very hard to say, but I feel like it's in general very easy. And you don't have like 80 bars you could go to or something. You just have a few. And then
Hmm.
like the circle is just a bit smaller.
And when you are planning like ourselves, when we plan trips, we want to go to visit some places, of course the tendency is for us to visit, the well-known places or places that everyone knows or talk about it. There's a place in Frankfurt that, in your opinion, it's not very tourist, and it's a place that, in your opinion, people, when they come to Frankfurt, they should visit. They should see. There's a place or a unique place in your own, way of viewing that it's special.
Uh, um, actually, I would say it's Aschaffenburg. Sorry, Aschaffenburg, because it has a beautiful castle, and that's where I come from, kind of.
Okay. Okay.
Um, it's just like 30 minutes, something by car from Frankfurt, and it's just a beautiful city. It's very cute. There's a lot to see. Um, is it not touristic though? I don't know, but yeah, that would be my first thing, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Last question. Ready?
Yes.
Do it. Last question. Okay. But before the last question, Misha, tell me, through your career as a photographer, tell me a moment or a situation that you had that, you're always going to remember, always going to have a special place in your heart. Could be anything, a connection with a client or a special photo shoot, or anything that for you, you go like, okay, I always remember that.
You know what? Like when I have weddings,
Hmm.
I remember them almost all. Like because it's always a very special day. And of course you're just like a service guy in some
Hmm.
way.
Yeah.
Um, but still I can remember so much of the weddings. I still have like the image in my head, and I know kind of what they said. There was something, I think this year, was it this year or last year? No, I think it was last year. And the couple was just so cute. They were like so much crying because they were so happy about their own wedding, which
Wow.
made me crying as well, almost. Like I was standing there with my camera and I was like, oh God. And I was like, oh yeah, should take pictures, something like that. And that was like very, very, that's very much in my memories.
Wow.
Um, was there something special? Uh,
I think that's a very good answer, what you just said. Very beautiful.
but that can happen more often, to be honest. Like there are always touching moments when you're on weddings and stuff,
Yeah.
and then there are moments you just, I don't know, it overwhelms you, and it's sometimes hard to focus actually, because you're standing there and you're so caught in that thing, and you're so much into it that you realize, oh, I have to take pictures. That's really, sometimes really tough.
Okay. Last question for you
Yeah.
is, what makes you the happiest?
What makes me the happiest? I hope my psychologist will not see this. Um, so
I hope so. I hope so.
no, absolutely not. Um, okay, I'm in my state where I'm just like single for, I don't know, a year or something after
Okay.
10 years. So I'm actually pretty bad at being single. It's no use. Everyone knows that. Um, but I want to improve myself to be happy with my own and to be happy as a single and stuff.
Mhm.
But to this question, I would say I love being with someone,
Sweet.
to be in a relationship and stuff. And I think I am the best version of myself in a relationship.
I love that. That's interesting. Wow. Do
Yeah.
you think? Do you think? Do you think the next one it's far away, or do you think it's coming soon? How is your intuition about it?
Far away. Um,
Do you feel like you are ready for the next one, or do you feel like you are with your arms open for it, or you're not prepared yet?
I have no idea actually. So what I know is that I try not to get people too far because my ex-boyfriend is from Montreal.
Wow.
So that was quite complicated, and it's not helping. Like it can be very hurtful because you can't just be with the other one. So I'm trying not to get people from
Far
Far
away.
East or from America or something. That would be fine. But still, even Europe is kind of difficult
Yeah.
because I don't know, how would you build up a relationship? That's the thing. You have to see each other like kind of often. And in my case right now, I have so many appointments where I have to be here in Frankfurt because I'm self-employed. I can't just say, okay, I take 2 weeks off and I go there and there. It doesn't work
Yeah.
for me. I just have my appointments, and it's like actually like now in summer, it's the most difficult thing
Yeah.
because I have those weddings which I can't cancel.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be nice if it's like an hour or something. About when? Well, I'm open.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying not to be keen on searching a new boyfriend because I was that, and it's not like it will not work like this. So I just have to find the right one, and I think then it's like I don't know, something like that. But I don't know. I'm very confused by that actually. I don't know it by myself, and I'm working on it. But yeah.
Im- imagine if he's watched this interview right now. Imagine. Wow.
Well, this is not live, but I mean, yeah, sure.
It will be there somehow.
Yeah, sure, maybe.
At least I'm sure this person will know a little bit more about you. Watch this interview for sure.
Absolutely true. Absolutely. Yeah, I think you can catch my, I don't know, my spirit, my kind of character quite fast.
Funny enough,
So
I can tell you something. I had two guests on the show, and they met each other because of the show. They contacted each other one for another his interview, and he sent him a message, and they start talking. And they're in America. They are still in America.
oh,
They met. They had a date. I don't think it went in a romantic way that we were expecting, but they became very close. And when they sent me a message saying that, I couldn't believe. I was so happy, and I couldn't believe that it can happen. You never know. You know what I mean? Those
sure.
things can
Maybe you
always.
should do a couple show. Like
I just hope with one day people they get married because of the show, the way it happened. I hope they're gonna invite me for that. At least to be the
that's
best.
what that was what I was like saying actually. You just want to be invited and to eat for free.
I love that. Anyway, without the end yet, let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Okay, we try it.
Money,
Nice to have.
okay? One word for family.
You always want one word.
Yeah.
Okay. Family. Important.
Life,
Challenging.
fear,
Happens.
okay? Love,
Necessary.
sex,
Necessary.
somehow I knew you say that somehow. Religion,
um, Overrated.
okay? Politics,
Tough.
friendship,
Um, Important.
desire,
I don't know. Important.
regret,
Never.
success,
Enjoyable.
wish,
Normal. Sorry.
okay? Happiness,
Important.
one word for Frankfurt,
Cute.
one word for Germany,
Efficient.
and the last one now, photographer, one word.
Creative.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your lovely mom for a coffee, and I'm going to ask her, what is the most beautiful thing about Misha? And also, what's something that he still needs to work on, to improve on? What should say?
What would my mother say? Maybe she would, I don't know. She would maybe say he's lovable or something. I don't know.
Okay.
The other thing, you know what? I have no idea what she would say bad about me. I don't think she would say anything in that direction, to be honest. I don't know.
I think I know. I should say, I think he could spend more money when he goes shopping.
Probably, yeah. He's too stingy. Maybe, yes.
Amazing. Let's play now Misha and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But before you ask me the question, what is your favorite German word?
Because it's also like one of my my most liked animals, so it would be Eichhörnchen.
Which means?
Squirrel.
Ah, interesting. Say again?
Eichhörnchen.
Eichhörnchen.
Kind of, yes.
Kind of.
But that's one of the hardest German words you could say, probably, so that's fine.
Okay, you can ask me a question now, Misha.
What would you do on a first date?
Oh my God, what a great question. Right, I know the answer straight away, and it's very related to something that you said before. You know what? I think the best way for you to if you want to impress someone, if you want to get something positive about a date, it's so simple and easy. Be your truly self. Just go there. Of course, I understand that we want to impress, we want to to show somehow show off our best or our best qualities. I understand that, but go like with the intention of being yourself, because if it will work, if meant to work, because you are just yourself. But if you're gonna go there and, as you mentioned before, and you're gonna behave or being like someone else, it's not gonna get. It can go right. It can go somewhere, but it's not gonna go too far, because it started in a way that was not yourself. So for me, the first date, not just the first date, any date you're gonna have, just bring yourself, your true self. And if the person is if the person is right for you, trust me, it could be something so weird about you or something different about you, but this person would appreciate and you would like that. So just be you. You know what I mean? It's a challenge yourself, because if meant to be for you, this person, it will be, if
Absolutely.
yourself.
But that's not what I meant. I asked for the activity, actually.
Okay, I can give like a date activity.
Yeah, what would you do? Like, I don't know, if you have like I would say a request, what would you do? What comes to your mind the first?
Okay, I got the answer straight away. People gonna say that I'm weird, or it's gonna be a very weird answer. But I know it's not a good answer, but it's just a genuine answer. I love movies. I love cinema, and I would, and actually it happened before. I would suggest, this date. We can do something else as well. We could go for a coffee before. We could eat something before or after. But I would suggest you go to the cinema together. I think it's something very unique, and I like it. It's something about me, and it happened before. I remember, like a few years ago, I met someone on a date for the first time, and we went to the cinema, and it was
I
amazing.
think we all had dates in the cinema.
Yeah,
For
not the first one, not the first one. I think the first one, people,
Oh,
they want to talk, they want to, to express themselves, share things. But yeah, I think cinema would be in the list there for sure. I would
okay, if
suggest.
not cinema, would you go to your home to watch a movie?
Um, on the first, it depends. Never say never. If somehow, I wouldn't suggest to go to my home, like, you know what I mean, if that meeting. But if, let's say, we meet and we have this connection, and somehow I feel
But that's
connected.
different. But you would not invite him and say like, "Hey, let's watch a movie together," because it's obviously like, I don't know.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't ask that on a first a romantic date. I wouldn't ask that. I wouldn't
It's
know,
more like,
because a sex date, I like a night. Yeah, it's different.
I mean, it can be a date as well, but the
Absolutely.
chances that nobody, I don't know, is very small, probably.
Okay,
But yeah,
I can answer that for you in a way. If I would be a romantic date that I could see myself with this person for a long period, I don't think I would. But however, if I had some attraction to this person and I could feel that maybe it would be something just casual, I would say yes as well. Why not?
just humans.
Absolutely, absolutely. I would go for
Or
both.
no, actually, we're just men. That's better because I would say men are a bit worse than women. But
It's the
no
way.
judgment here because I think
Absolutely.
everyone is doing the same. That's fine.
Absolutely. I think they're not right or wrong. It's just how you feel about it. So how it's good for you. You know what I mean? It feels right for you. Why not? That's how I see as well. No, neither no right or wrong for sure. That's how I see.
Absolutely.
Misha, did you enjoy the interview?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Thanks for taking the time. Thanks for being so kind. And we've been trying for a while now, actually, and I'm glad we made it today. I think it's amazing to connect with you. I've been following you on social media, and it's amazing to see you exploring. You say about your mom. Actually, when I saw your picture with your mom in Hamburg for the Pride, and I didn't know it was your mom actually. I just saw the picture and I thought I could see was someone close to you. But it's
Yeah, she
amazing.
would be my sister, but also she would be very old.
It's amazing. I love it. Before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Just spread love, I guess. There's nothing more I have to say.
Yeah,
Don't be silly. Don't take drugs. Be yourself. That's it.
amazing. Beautiful. thanks so much for the interview.
Thank you.
Have a great evening. Take care. Bye-bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.